I added myself. Tot, can you see me? You want to come up and help me? Maybe I'm not ready yet. Um, I'm having technical difficulties. Hopefully Tasha will come up and help me. Otherwise, I'm in the live. Thank you, Tasha. Tasha.
All right, hold on. Let me mute this real quick. All right, can you hear me? Can y'all hear
Yes,
me?
I can hear you.
All right, everybody. Welcome to B Ship's page. This is gonna be breaking down with B. This is B's first live, so we're working through some technical kinks. So just bear with us. Um. So, all right. So B, it looks like you're fine. I can see you. You can talk like normal. Everything is everything is working in order. So go over what you want to talk go over what you want to talk about first, and like we can still clip this down to make it smaller so this portion is not on your page. But just start going over with what you want to go over with everybody, and then you can go to your clips, do the present, and then you should be good.
Okay. Don't leave me.
I ain't gonna leave you. I'm doing homework in the background, but I ain't gonna leave you.
Okay. This video is about Donovan Thomas shooting, unaliving. Everybody is pointing the finger at Woody, but I just do not believe Woody did it. From the barbershop footage to the witnesses in the courtroom, I just don't believe Woody did it. I understand they said it was a drive-by, but it was guns in the barbershop as well as outside. So this is what I want to talk to you about and share my point of view and see if everybody have the same understanding I have. So I'm going to share the first video. Do I hit present?
Yes. Yes.
Share screen.
Just go through that same thing.
YouTube playing.
No. Did you do window? Remove that from off your screen, B. Can B remove that from off your screen?
Put remove from stage.
Mm-hmm. All right, so do me a favor, and when you hit present, go to your stay on Chrome's tab, and I need use the whatever your first link is that you want to use. This will be a tester. So
Yeah, but then that YouTube pop back up again.
nah, so which
Okay, here's one.
yeah.
Okay, and I got it down to the 5 minutes, the 5 hours, 7 minutes, 48 seconds. And this is one of the first witnesses.
Hubbard Parker. Oh, Hubbard. All right, Mr. Parker, just make sure you stay focused or near that microphone so we can all hear your voice, okay? Sure. All right, thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, Mr. Parker.
Good afternoon.
Can you tell the jury what you do for a living, sir?
I'm a barber,
How long have you been a barber?
40 years.
And where do you own your own barbershop?
Yes,
How long have you owned a barbershop?
35 years.
And what part of the city is your barbershop?
Atlanta.
Is your barbershop on McDaniel Street?
Yes,
And is it on 330 McDaniel Street?
yes,
How long have you owned a barbershop at 330 McDaniel Street?
30 years.
And now, do you know some of the other businesses that are around your shop?
Sure.
Is there any other barbershops nearby?
Yes.
Are you friendly with them or are they the competition?
No, friendly.
Who owns the other barbershop?
Mr. George.
Is Mr. George still with us today?
No, he deceased.
Were you close with him?
Yes, I used to work with him.
Do you know, do the barbers that work in your shop and the barbers in Mr. George's shop, are y'all friendly with each other?
Yes.
Now, back in January 10th of 2015, what color was your barbershop?
Green.
Is it green today?
No,
When did it get repainted?
probably a year or so.
Now, can you describe to the jury inside your barber shop, how many chairs do you have?
6.
And if I were to walk in the front door of your barber shop, would Daniel Street be behind me?
Sure.
And what is the barber chair that you use? Is it close to the front door or in the back?
In the back.
Is there a barber chair in your shop that used to be your father's?
Yes.
Where's that barber chair shop?
Next to my chair.
And typically, if you yourself were working or in the barber shop, would you be at that back barber chair that you work at?
Yes.
Now, is that the best vantage point in that shop to see what's going on in the shop?
Exactly.
Does it sit up a little bit higher than the rest of the shop?
Yes.
And now, if you're standing there and someone comes in the front door, can you see them?
Sure.
Back in 2015, were you able to see much outside of your barbershop windows?
Sure.
Did you have any burglar bars on the window?
Yes.
And can you tell the jury back on in 2015, or have your hours changed much since you've been owning and working at that barbershop, sir?
Yes.
What were your hours back on January 10th, 2015?
From 9 to like 8:30.
Okay. And now, how many days a week would your shop be open?
About 6.
Do you typically take the same day off each week?
Not really. Different days.
Now, would people ever hang out either before or after getting a haircut at your barbershop?
No, not in my barbershop, around the barbershop, yes.
Where would people tend to congregate around your barbershop?
On the outside.
Okay. Now, what was the parking like at your barbershop? So if I was coming to get a haircut by you, where would I park?
Well, on the right side of the barbershop.
Is the right side, is that toward Mr. George's barbershop?
No.
Is that towards, is there a Texaco?
Texaco, yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
So that parking lot between your shop and Texaco is where customers would park.
Yes.
Who would park between you and Mr. George's barbershop?
I guess anyone.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Now, did you ever know someone by the name Peanut or Nutt?
Yes.
How did you know them?
I'm coming to Mr. George's barbershop.
So would Peanut typically get his haircut at Mr. George's shop?
Yes.
But you used to work there, so did you know him?
I had just met him recently, though.
But did you know of him?
I heard of him.
Now, is he still alive today?
No.
Where were you the night that you passed away?
At the barbershop.
You at 330 McDaniel Street?
Yes.
So can you tell the jury, break down that afternoon, early night when you was that? There's one thing unusual about that day at barbershop.
No.
Were you, was there any sport events going on that day?
Yeah, I think we were watching Super Bowl or something.
Was that January 10, 2015?
Sure.
And that evening, did you have any other barbers working with you?
Sure.
How crowded was your barbershop that day?
Pretty crowded.
And how did you first learn something happened?
What you mean?
Like what, did you see something, hear something? How did you know?
Oh, I just heard something.
And what did you hear?
Like some firecrackers.
When you first heard firecrackers, did you hear it sound like one firecracker or multiple?
Like multiple.
And what was your initial reaction when you heard what sounded like firecrackers?
Just somebody shooting, out there playing around with some firecrackers at first.
What made you change thinking initially it was just firecrackers?
Because everybody started running outside.
What did you do? Did you run?
Yes. I ain't run. I just got down on the shop.
When you first heard it, were you in the spot of your barbershop that we talked about in the very back?
Yes.
Was there people between you and the front door?
What you mean?
Like, was there other people in your shop when you heard this?
Sure.
And did you all run towards the back of your shop?
Yes. Well, we all got on the floor in my shop.
Now, after that, did you ever call for help or call 911?
No. Someone else did, I think.
Okay. I'm gonna publish what's already been admitted as 2 Yankee Alpha. I'm just gonna publish a 20-second clip for you.
Mm-hmm.
Should come up in just a couple seconds.
I started off with this one because that was the barbershop owner, and I just wanted us all to be able to see what was going on from his perspective. Next, I think I want to show you the shooting. Do anybody want to talk about what he said?
No.
Slick.
Huh? Oh, you know, I had to pop out on the first live. It wouldn't be right if I didn't pop out.
I appreciate you.
But I'm gonna let you go through your presentation, and then I'm gonna tell you what I feel about it, because I'm conflicted. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I think it's wooded, and sometimes I think it's not wooded.
That's how I feel.
But I'm gonna let you do your presentation so I can kind of formulate what I'm really thinking.
I'm starting to think it's you, Slick. All right, I'm like,
hey, don't tell nobody that.
I'm just joking, y'all. This is all speculation.
Allegedly.
All right, y'all. So what y'all feel about going over that testimony with
dang loudness? We still on Woody right now.
Wait, we ain't on Woody right now. We just went over the man testimony.
No, we still on Woody, my boy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I thought everybody was on manager mods.
You gave me one of them bullshit Sylvia mods.
Hey, I'm gonna
No, but it said
my,
manager
my, my,
mod.
my, my fault.
And
Clip this out. Clip this out. Clip this out.
I'm not worried about that. But I gotta learn. I gotta find Bree so she can have hers. But all of them said manager mods.
Oh
Bree
yeah, I forgot Bree. Not hold on. I'll be right back. I'm gonna A6K Bree real quick.
Bree
Don't
has a,
you do that?
he can't do it, so it's fine.
I can't. I just told you I got one of them bullshit. Never mind. I ain't gonna say it again.
Okay,
Um,
Kiki.
so
She said mods can't time out other mods. We got the right settings. Okay, I'm finna go to the one that had the white shirt on, but because he was interested.
okay, so yeah, I'll tell you how to get Breeze on. You guys just gotta go on YouTube and find her comment, stroll up and find her comment. But go
I
ahead.
tried that.
It's all right, we can figure
Okay,
it
hold
out.
on. No, because everybody else got one. She gotta have hers too. But while we doing that, I'm finna play this one.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, what part of Atlanta is John Hope?
Castleberry.
Castleberry?
Yes.
What are some other neighborhoods around Castleberry?
Mechanicsville and Pittsburgh.
Okay. Now, what was the street that you grew up on?
Northside Drive.
Okay. Is there a McDaniel Street near Northside Drive?
Yes, sir.
Where did you go to school in that area?
I went on John Kerry. I went on Kennedy Middle School.
Okay. And do you have any siblings?
Yes.
How many?
5.
Are you the oldest, youngest, or
The youngest.
youngest? Now, do you still live near that area today?
Yes, I'm close by.
A lot of people that live in Castleberry near Northside Drive.
Yes, sir.
Do you know that area in terms of businesses and shops in that area?
Yes, sir.
Are you familiar? Well, let me ask you this before that. Growing up, what did you do for a living?
I sold drugs.
Okay. What area or what part of the city did you sell drugs?
On McDaniel Street.
On McDaniel Street?
Yes.
What part of McDaniel Street?
Right there by the Texaco.
Okay. Now, how often would you be out at that Texaco on McDaniel Street back then?
By 8 o'clock to around about 7 or 8 o'clock.
So is that 8 in the morning till 7 or 8 at night?
Yes, sir.
How many days a week?
Probably about 5 or 6.
Being out there 5, 6 days a week, did you get to know other people who frequent that area?
Yes, sir.
Now, do you have any convictions in the past 10 years?
Yes.
What do you have?
Criminal damage.
So property and a theft by taking, does that sound right?
Yes, sir.
Is that from 2023? Does that sound correct?
Yes, sir.
And do you have a 2018 possession of marijuana with intent to distribute?
Yes, sir.
Now, how many years would you say that you sold drugs or spent time at Texaco?
About 10.
10. Orienting back to January 10th, 2015, was that a time that you frequented that area a lot?
Yes.
Did you ever know the owner of that Texaco gas station?
Yes, sir.
Remember his name?
Gary.
Did you ever know any of the barbershops near that Texaco?
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to publish case exhibit that's already admitted as 90 Yankee. So, Mr. Hendricks, there's going to be a photograph that comes up on your immediate left. And you tell me if you recognize that location.
That McDaniel Street.
Is that the Texaco you were just discussing?
Yes, sir.
Now, what barbershops are nearby that Texaco?
Mr. George and Nutt Barbershop.
And which barbershop did you go to in either of those?
Mr. George,
How long did you go to Mr. George's barbershop?
since I was a little boy.
Now, who would cut your hair at Mr. George's barbershop?
Mr. George,
Why did you go to Mr. George?
he always on cutting my hair since I was a little boy.
Did you get familiar, get to know people that also went to Mr. George's barbershop?
Yes, sir.
Would you ever spend any time other than Texaco in between the Texaco and the barbershops in the parking lot or sidewalk?
Yes, sir.
Did you get familiar with people who would hang out in those locations?
It wasn't nothing but the regular people from the neighborhood.
If someone who wasn't a regular person from the neighborhood was over that way, would they stick out or not stick out?
They won't stick out like that. Cause really everybody from the neighborhood gonna be right though.
So if you had someone who was from outside the neighborhood, would you recognize that?
Yeah, you'll recognize them quick. Everybody get to looking like who that is. Whatever.
Are you familiar with Cleveland Avenue in Atlanta?
Yes, sir.
Are you familiar with any street gangs from that part of the city?
Yes, sir.
Which ones?
Rock Crew,
Any others?
YSL.
Did you know any Rock Crew or YSL members in your time on the streets?
Yes.
Who?
Little boy,
Buck Buck?
yeah.
How did you end up knowing him?
He from university. A lot of when they tore down on university, we went there.
Did you know anyone else other than Buck Buck?
Wilbur, that's his brother.
Okay. Now, would people from Cleveland Avenue or anyone in Rock Crew or YSL ever hang out at the Texaco?
No, sir.
Would they ever hang out at the barbershop, Mr. George's, or Hair Unlimited through 30 McCain Street?
No, sir.
On January 10th, 2015, would people from YSL or Rock Crew ever hang out at either of those three locations?
No, sir.
Did you ever know someone whose name is Donovan Thomas, also known as Peanut or Nutt, sir?
Yes, sir.
How did you know him?
Childhood friend.
What did you call him?
Nut, Peanut,
Did he have any nicknames for you?
Guido.
Did anyone else call you Guido besides Nutt?
No, sir.
If you had the ballpark, how old were you when you met Mr. Thomas?
About 15. He was about 13.
Did he grow up near where you did?
Yeah, he stayed at the bottom. I stayed at the top.
And what do you mean by that? He stayed at the bottom.
Bottom of the apartment in University Hall.
Did you all go to school together?
No, sir.
Did you know his mother, Miss Evans?
Yes, sir.
How did you know her?
We used to go down here house and play the game. We used to play in front of their yard and stuff.
Did you ever spend any time staying at Miss Evans' residence?
Yes, sir.
When was that?
When I had got shot the first time, I had stayed over there.
What year was that?
Like 2012 or 13.
And
No, it was about 2010 when I first got shot.
real briefly, what kind of situation was that? What happened?
I had somebody try to rob whatever.
Wait, there's an objection.
That's relevant.
Your Honor, it's relevant to explain, you just mentioned being shot, so that's.
Okay, all right. I'll overrule the objection.
Mr. Hendricks, you may answer that.
Sir,
Mr. Hendricks, you may answer that question.
I didn't hear what he said.
He said basically, he overruled the defense counsel's objection. So when you were talking about being shot first time, what was the circumstances of that briefly? What happened?
Oh, somebody tried to rob me.
And after that, did you spend time in Miss Evans' house?
Yeah, when I had got shot, I had left the house because I went on straight over their house.
And they let you stay there?
Yes, sir.
Did you know Mr. Donald Thomas Sr., Nutt's father?
Yes, sir.
Now, where would Nutt get his haircut?
Mr. George.
Now, how often would you see Mr. Thomas? Back in January of 2015.
Every day. Every other day, he'll pull up.
And is that similar in terms of 2014 or 2013?
He was pulling up.
Now, back then, Do you know what kind of car Nutt drove?
He had a GTO, red GTO. Then he painted. He wrecked it, then painted it black.
Did he ever have a blue truck?
Yes.
Now, how often would Peanut go to that area of the Daniel Street where the barbershops are?
Does it every day. That home to him.
Now, would he take the same route to get there?
Yes, sir.
What was that route?
Coming off Metropolitan, coming from like the West End, you go up under the bridge.
Now, when Mr. Thomas Nutt would get to the Daniel Street area, how would people react to that? Would people know he's there or not?
They'll put it like that. When he ain't around, it be dead. Like everybody know when he pull up, everybody get to pop him up from everywhere. Everybody just pop up.
Did people recognize his car in the area?
We did. Like the homies did. Like
One second. Speculation, Mr. Sharp.
Speculation.
Okay, I got it. Okay, I'm gonna sustain the objection.
Mr. Hendricks, you just said that when Donovan Thomas arrived on the scene, everybody would come out. Do you remember that?
yes, sir.
How is it that everyone would come out when he arrived on the scene? How do they know he was there?
Like when he pull up,
Hold on, wait. Overruled. Now you can answer the question.
Thank you, Your Honor. You may answer, Mr. Hendricks.
well, like it'll be won't nobody be outside. Soon he pull up, like everybody know he there.
And with you being in that, you would be in that area about 5 or 6 days a week. Is that what you testified to?
I sustain the question as to form.
Mr. Hendricks, were you out in that area often when Mr. Thomas would?
Yes.
How would people, would you be the only person outside or would other people?
A lot of people be out there too.
How did they react when Donovan Thomas arrived to the location?
I have a question. So far, how did everybody feel about his testimony? Do he sound more credible than the owner, or do he just sound like he just saying anything, like a Woody? To me, he was the most crediblest person of all the people, and he's the one that also changed the car from what the state said to what he said he saw.
Are we gonna finish watching the video, or you want me to say what I think?
You know.
Go ahead, Slick. I'm sorry.
No. I'm saying because he lied, and I can tell you how he lied. But go to the just finish the video, and I'll show you how he lied about everything he said in his whole testimony.
Okay,
outside smoking, we're gonna get some blunts, go to the barbershop, get our haircut and stuff.
Would people other than yourself recognize his car when you drove up to the location you went to frequently?
I sustain it.
Like when
Hold on. You can't answer the question when I sustain it. Okay. All right.
Was Mr. Thomas well known in that neighborhood?
yes, sir.
Was he well known in the city of Atlanta?
Yes, sir.
Did you ever know someone by the name or their stage name is Lucci?
Yes, sir.
How did you know them?
When Lucci first came on the scene, he pulled up on me and told me to listen to him.
And when he told you to listen to him, was that mean his music that he made?
Yes, sir. And I told him that his $1 million.
And who did you tell that's his $1 million?
Nutt, I told that to Nutt.
After you heard Lucci's music?
Yes, sir.
Did Nutt and Lucci have a relationship with one another?
Yes.
Were they friends?
Yes.
Were they close?
Yeah.
What part of the city is Lucci from?
Summerhill.
Do people in Summerhill and people in Castleberry know each other?
No,
I sustain the objection.
How
not.
close is Summerhill and Castleberry?
That's about a 10-minute walk.
Now, did you ever know someone by the stage name, Rich Homie?
Yes, sir.
How did you first know about him?
He used to pull up at Tesco with Mozzie.
Is that Texco on McDaniel?
Yeah, Tesco on McDaniel Street.
Now, you said Mozzie. Who's Mozzie?
Mozzie from East Atlanta.
When you first saw him was Rich Homie, how old would you say he was?
He was about 16, 17.
And did Donovan Thomas ever know or have a relationship with Rich Quan?
Yes, sir.
What was that relationship?
On some music.
Did he have a music relationship with Wife and Lucci too?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Hendricks, is Donovan Thomas alive today?
No, sir.
Where were you the day that he passed away?
I was right there on McDaniel Street.
Can you tell the jury how that day started for you?
I was just leaving my rooming house, and I was going to get me a haircut. I supposed to be going to the movie that night, so it was about 50 people out there. Everybody rushing in the barbershop.
Why were people rushing in the barbershop?
To get a haircut.
Did you, when you got to the barbershop, do you remember around what time you got there?
Around about 6 or 7.
And when there's a lot of people at the barbershop, how does it work when you wait for a haircut? You have to take a ticket, you have to take your name, how does it work?
You got to just wait on your turn.
Now, did you wait inside or outside the barbershop?
Outside.
I'm gonna publish what's already been admitted as 6 Yankee, Your Honor. Mr. Hendricks, in a couple of seconds, photographs will appear on that same screen. And is this the barbershop?
Yeah, Mr. George barbershop.
And so you said that you were waiting outside when you were waiting for your hair.
Yeah, on the side.
Did you see Nutt out there?
Somebody that day?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Where was it?
He was in the parking lot right now.
I'm gonna publish what's already been admitted as 12 Yankee. Mr. Hendricks, another photograph appear at your side. Do you see the area where you saw Nutt at after you came out of the barbershop?
Where are you?
And Mr. Hendricks, I'm gonna show you something real quick. Touch screen. And so if you touch it, there'll be a red line. Can you circle where when you first saw Mr. Donovan Thomas, you knew his Nutt at the barbershop that day, or outside the barbershop? Do you see his truck?
Where are you?
And did you walk up and greet him when you saw him?
Yes, sir.
What were you doing with him while you were waiting for your haircut?
We were smoking. We had got some. I had walked to the store and got some blunts.
What was the move? Did you go to Texaco to get those?
Yes, sir.
Did you, when you got back, what was the mood like outside?
It was some bad. You could tell it was something in the air how everybody was moving. It was some bad movement going on. You weren't feeling it.
What do you mean about that?
How everybody was like this. They know what something was going on. Folk pulling off, they moving all funny, the bad movement.
How was, back at that time, like in the weeks and months before the day that Nutt was killed, would you see him often?
Yes.
Was he moving any different in that time frame?
Yes, like he felt something, like he wasn't acting like himself. Like he knows something, it was something in the air.
Now, I'm gonna publish, Mr. Hendricks, what's been marked as, and already admitted as 292 Yankee Golf. Another photograph is gonna come up on that screen. Now, I'm gonna help clear this. I'm gonna ask you if you see there you go. Now, what were you wearing that night, Mr. Hendricks?
I had on a black leather coat. I probably had on a t-shirt.
Do you see yourself in this photograph?
Not, I can't really tell, but I was in the area. I know I was right there somewhere because he was right there.
Do you see Donovan Thomas in this?
Right there?
Can you draw a circle around him? Now, Mr. Hendricks, do you see someone with a black leather jacket in this photograph?
I can't really tell.
All right. I'm gonna, also, does Donovan Thomas have anything on his head?
Yeah, skull cap.
Is that what he had that night?
Yeah, he had on a black skull cap, I think.
Your Honor, I'm approaching the witness what's been already admitted as 215 Yankee Alpha. If any defense counsel wants to see it, okay. Now, Mr. Hendricks, I'm going to give you some gloves. I'm going to ask you to open this to see what's inside of it, and if you recognize it.
I'm gonna put them on.
If you don't mind, sir. You can. Put some on with you, Shandy. Now, Mr. Hendricks, I'm handing you what was inside of 215 Yankee Alpha. You recognize that?
I don't recognize this.
Okay. That's perfectly fair. Thank you, sir.
All right.
I'll grab it. Now, how close were you to Nutt while you were standing outside waiting for your haircut?
I real close. All of it right. I think he had made it in there to get his haircut. I think he did.
And you said he had gotten his haircut and came outside?
Right. I think he did make it in there.
Now, while you were outside, was there anyone else you knew other than Peanut?
Yeah, it was a lot of it from the neighborhood. Some of them little boys from Summer Hill right now who doing all the funny movement. How they were going back and forth. You could tell something was going on.
Did you see anyone who knew his Tiger out there?
Yeah, he was out there.
How old would he have been back then?
Probably about 14.
Now, while you were standing, is this the photograph that's on the screen? Is this where, well, let me ask you this. While you were out there at this location standing next to Peanuts, did anything happen?
Somebody that night.
Correct.
Like, be honest, like, we standing right now, so him, a great Pontiac pull across. It slow rolled across. Before it happened, for the Pontiac pulled out, I told you about the funny movement going on, like, it was a call came through. So him, they had, the car had pulled out there when the Pontiac slow rolled across the barber shop. And came out the teeth. They shot like 3 times when we were to see we got some guns. Soon they got right up by Nutt, and when all the commotion happened.
I want to break some of that down. So you see how there's some headlights on photograph on screen? Was the car that you saw, was it coming that way down?
They were coming from McKinneyville way.
Would that be?
Where the railroad track is.
Okay. So you see how there's that light pole in this photograph on screen, Mr. Hendricks?
It came from that way.
Okay. The same way that car is traveling?
Yeah, it came from that way.
And what stood out about the car that you saw? I mean, in terms of what drew your attention to it?
It slow rolled across, and the first thing, it creeping across. Like on boys, you watching boys, anybody seen boys in the hood, you know it's a drive-by.
Were you able to get out anything before?
I tried to get it out before I get ready to tell them drive-by. They was already out the one, out the T.
And when you say out the T, what do you mean by that?
Out the on sunroof.
What was the person out the sunroof doing?
He had a chopper with the mask over his face.
And did you see, what was that person that was with the chopper outside the sunroof doing? Were they looking around? What were they doing?
Like, basically, like they were looking for their man. You know, you ride by, they say on the shooter, you ride by looking like, where he at? You hit right here just to make the crowd move, and you went straight at your target.
Now, when that car got closer to where Peanut was standing, was there more or less shots?
All the shots.
And when you say a shot, what do you mean by that?
A Honda shot, machine gun.
If you remember or recall, about how many shots did you hear from that machine gun?
Probably about 100.
Now, after the shooting starts, what did you do? What did you get shot? Let me ask you that.
Yes, sir.
Where did you get shot?
In the back.
Do you still have a scar there today?
Yes, sir.
Did you initially realize that you got shot?
I didn't know I was shot at first.
What did you do immediately after the shooting?
I had laid, be honest, I had laid down that little tiger. I told him to play, don't move, play dead. You feel me? I had said him like, he gonna get back up and hop and try to run.
And so you told little tiger to stay down?
Yeah.
Was he shot as well?
He got shot in the leg.
Yankee? Mr. Hendricks, another photograph is gonna come up. I'm gonna clear this. It's gonna pop right back up.
Let's see.
Do you see the area where you?
Okay, I have a question, and then we'll finish his testimony. How did everybody feel about his testimony? I want to know, when he said a call came in, who was the call from? How do you know a call came in? Slick. This.
Hold on.
What do you
Hold
what
on.
do you think?
Do he got on a suit?
Huh?
What you
He
got?
got-
Call me talk that slick. You know what I mean?
What's your thought?
I couldn't find my tie. Hold on, I'll be right back.
All right, y'all. So listen, hold on, cause Slick like started playing, be trying to be good on her live. So I mean, I don't know. I think that he had some substance to his testimony. A lot of it I don't feel like was accurate by the person that I'm looking at. Not saying that people can't like go downhill, but this looked like an uncle, one of them unks from the neighborhood. And like I don't know. I trust it, but I don't trust it because he said a Bonneville. And like, I mean, it looked like a Bonneville, but I mean, he poked holes in their theory. But I was just mad that the defense didn't cross-examine him to try and figure out what he meant by a call was made.
Exactly. And then he never said elaborated, and they just seemed like they didn't want him to elaborate on that call either.
Yeah, that's what sucked. I don't understand it. But I mean, maybe that's why they didn't want him to elaborate, because they didn't want to go over that information.
Do y'all want to finish listening to the rest of his testimony?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Oh,
because ain't that much. Is it? How much is it?
I don't think it's that much left. Because
Oh,
I
okay.
want to hear your views on why you say he lying.
I mean, shit. Okay, I got you.
Oh my God.
Tiger went to after the shooting, your photograph?
We were right up by the car area. We was right up in that area somewhere.
On the ground to the
To the right, on my right.
Did you call out for any help?
Somebody was on the ground. Everybody was already at though.
Initially, did people realize that you and Tiger were back there?
Yeah. Eventually, yeah. It took a little minute because everybody was stuck. Cause it, like when Nutt got shot, I seen the blood spit up out his mouth and everything.
Now, I'm gonna go back to 14 Yankee, Mr. Hendricks. There's gonna be another photograph that's gonna come up. Do you see what direction or where did Nutt go after he was struck?
He right at the barbershop. He was going in Nutt barbershop. He was back, he shooting, but he going back, he going trying to get in the barbershop.
To try to get to safety?
Right, trying to get to safety.
Can you use this marker and just draw a big circle to the area that Nutt ran to after the shooting?
Right.
Did he ever make it inside the barbershop?
He shooting, he trying to open up, but somebody locked the door.
Now, did any medical personnel ever come out to treat you that night?
I went to Grady. Basically everybody met up at Grady. I seen when they rushed Nutt through the hospital. Like, I was awoke. I seen when they brought him through.
You were already at Grady?
Yeah. I seen when they were pushing him through.
And did you get there via an ambulance?
Yes, sir.
How long were you, or did you have to stay there sometime?
Yeah, I had stayed there probably like a week.
Now, Mr. Hendricks, I'm also going to publish what's already been admitted as 223 Yankee. Another photograph is going to pop up on that same screen. Do you recognize what that is, Mr. Hendricks?
Phone look like my phone.
It looks like your phone?
Yeah.
Did you lose your phone?
Yes.
I'm gonna also show you what's already been admitted as 216 Yankee. Another photograph is gonna come up. Do you recognize that phone?
I don't know whose phone that is.
Now, after you got out of the hospital, did you still hang out or frequent the McDaniel area?
No, I think I had went on my baby mama house.
So, Mr. Hendricks, after the shooting happened, did anyone else fire off any shots?
That other one shot. He shot about 3 or 4 times. Probably about 5 at the most. Tried to bag him up. But when he shot, that made them pull off though. That made them move.
It made the car keep moving?
Yeah, when he started shooting back, they thought he probably wasn't gonna shoot back.
So, you're talking about after the shots in the.
Right. So when they got to shooting, Nutt shooting too, but when he started shooting back, that what made him speed off.
After they shot the automatic fire at him. Mr. Hendricks,
Hold on, I'm gonna overrule the objection. Go ahead.
you can answer.
Objection, facts, not another.
I sustain that one though.
Mr. Hendricks, did you testify about what a chopper was?
Yes.
Did you say it was a machine gun?
Yes.
I apologize, I said automatic weapon is after you heard the machine gun fire, you said about 100 rounds. Was it after that you're saying Donald Thomas fired back?
Like when they shot, he started shooting too. That what made him speed off fast. So when they shoot, he had to shoot too, cause he don't have a gun on.
After they shot him.
Right, they shot first.
Hold on. Hold on. Ms. Westmoreland, what was the base for your objection? Mr. Shart, asked and answered. Mr. Shart, what's the base?
Same thing.
Okay, both objections are overruled.
Thank you, Mr. Hendricks. State passes the witness.
All right, cross. Let's see, Mr. Weinstein, Mr. Matthews. All right, Mr. Williams, Ms. Westmoreland, Mr. Sharp.
Good afternoon, Mr. Hendricks. My name is Max Sharp.
Not the wave.
Nice to meet you. Just want to make sure I understand. You saw the pictures of the parking lot that the state presented, correct?
Yes.
Okay, where Donovan Thomas's truck was, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you were out there for a period of time before any shooting occurred.
Yes.
Okay. And how long, to your recollection, were you out there with Donovan Thomas and other people
We was out there about an hour or two together.
in that parking lot?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And during that hour or two, did anyone go into the barber shops, and did you go get your hair cut during that hour or two?
It was about 20, 30 us out there waiting on a haircut that night.
Okay. To your recollection, that during that hour and two, did you go into either of the barber shops to get a haircut?
I ain't make it in there. I told you about 20, 30 folks out there waiting on the haircut. You got folks on the outside, and you got the barbershop packed in the inside too.
I understand.
Okay, I just want to stop the video right there for a minute, because when they showed the inside of the barbershop, I never seen 20 or 30 people. It was a few people in the barbershop. So was he exaggerating?
No, I think he may have been talking about the barbershop up the street.
Because when we seen the inside the video, it wasn't crowded.
See, what barbershop up the street? The barbershop next door.
Yeah, what building over?
Yeah, but they were supposed to have been in that barbershop.
Nah, they weren't supposed to be in that barbershop. They were supposed to be in Mr. George barbershop.
Yeah, Mr. George barbershop is the one that didn't get shot up.
They was just parked by his barbershop.
The video that we seen what Greedy them was in was inside the other guy's barbershop.
Okay, so Mr. George barbershop was the one that had 20, 30 people in it.
That's what he said.
But the one Greedy them was in, that wasn't where they was getting a haircut at.
No.
Okay.
I guess that was the trap spot.
So do y'all want to keep listening or just talk and go to the next video?
Well, okay. Well, who asked? Tasha? Somebody asked why they didn't question him, the defense, because he lied all the way through. Listen, this is the state problem by getting all these junkies and criminals and stuff like that. This happened 10 years ago. And what Buddy was doing, he was sitting up there, he was basically telling a story that he overheard people saying in the streets. He's basically trying to tell a street story and not what really happened.
So he was washing cars. Well, he said he was right there. So you don't believe his story at all?
He wasn't washing cars. That was the other crackhead at the beginning.
But my question, so you don't think he was right out there by Nutt them when he got shot?
I mean, he was. I think so, because he ended up going to the hospital. But I don't hold him as a credible source as to what happened. But I feel like it was something that could have put doubt in the juror's mind, because he did sound confident. I'm not gonna even lie to y'all. You can't anybody else hear us? If y'all can hear us, comment in the chat.
Can you hear us?
Okay, so Lee can hear us, so it's just Slick. And I ain't finna play with him. Oh, he dropped down, so he might come back, because he probably couldn't hear for real. Yeah, I mean, so I don't know. I think he was a credible person in a sense to some extent.
Okay, well, I'm gonna stop playing his testimony, and we're gonna go to the barbershop.
The barbershop video.
Yeah, slick you back.
Did you add him to the? Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
got.
Oh, y'all wasn't saying that.
Nah, nobody want to say none of that. Huh?
Oh, y'all had me over here geeking.
You know how many times you have messed with me, so I felt like it was time payback.
Okay, here go the inside of the barbershop.
Well, we pause it for 8:09.
I just hate they keep pausing it.
Play a little bit further, I'm sorry. Please pause.
What time?
8:09:35. Detective T, do you see someone inside the barber shop with a red jacket with the letters BGCMB displayed on the back?
Yes.
Do you know that person?
No.
You pause it at 8:09:54. And Detective T has this same individual with the red jacket wearing the letters BGCMB on the back. Has that person exited the barber shop at this time?
Yes.
Mel, I agree with you. The police did fail that night. They looked like the Keystone Cops or something.
For the record, Detective T, at at this timestamp, 8/11/15, are there individuals looking outside the door?
Yes.
And Detective T at 8/11/37, did the owner, who you identified earlier, did he just walk to the front door?
Yes.
At timestamp 8/12/05, are there individuals leaving the barber shop, Detective T?
Yes.
At 8/12/08, is that the little girl you were referencing earlier?
Yes.
I'm going. I stopped that video, and I'm gonna go to another one that I think is before the shooting.
So what y'all thinking? Like, what y'all thinking with the footage so far? Because it's given that Red Jacket was already outside shooting and came in to hide the guns. But that's just me. That's my theory.
I mean, Buddy basically just said that though. He got the person wrong, but somebody definitely was shooting back. But you see the state or no one else has claimed that though.
They act like they didn't really want to hear it.
They're definitely not gonna claim it though.
But my man, I wish did you already show the video? Because when my man said that he seen Nutt shooting, that's almost impossible because where he was in the video and when he got hit, he ended on the other side of the vehicle. So there was
Mm-hmm.
no way for him to see what was going on in front of the barbershop.
Right.
You're right. Unless he was there and then ran on the other side of the car.
No. In the video, he got hit. But if you see, it's two people that went to the like the back, the right side, that like towards the back of the building, and then the
Right.
rest got hit in the front. The two people that went to the back was him and the other little dude that he talking about. Both of them ended up on the other side. So how he see anybody shooting, I don't know how that happened.
Okay. I think this is a different one.
Detective T, are you familiar with the street the barbershop's in?
I just don't believe
Yes.
Woody is the one
And
that
what
did
street is
it.
that?
McDaniel Street.
Detective T, can you orient the jury as to the area depicted in states 292 Yankee Charlie, the area that's depicted at 80758?
Inside the barbershop, looking at the front door of the barbershop.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Inside the barbershop, looking at the front door of the barbershop.
And does that door face McDaniel Street?
Yes, it does.
And is that door depicted at in timestamp 80758?
Yes.
Where?
Right there next to where this little girl is standing in front of the door.
I'm now going to advance states 292 Yankee Charlie to 80821.
I think it'll help us all better if we see the shooting. Do y'all want to see the shooting?
Yeah, go ahead and play it.
Because okay.
I should have got the music going. I was finna say a little brief intermission.
You'll get her video copyrighted, depending on if it's unreleased music.
Nah, hey, listen, I do this. I'm front alone.
All right, shout it
I'm
low.
front alone. I mean,
All right, shout it low.
Yeah.
Get them over objection. I'll give you continued objection. All right, roll it. All right, roll it. We're gonna take one afterwards, okay? So, all right, okay. All right.
so you see him right there in the black little thing, right?
Yeah.
That's him.
And that's not Nutt standing in front of him either.
Detective T, can you see 292 Yankee up on the screen?
Yes.
And what is the time and date of 292 Yankee up?
It shows 110 of 2015, 8 p.m., which we've already been over as fast.
And what camera is it? Or what camera is it?
We're looking at, see camera number 1.
Is that, what side of the barbershop is that?
That would be the side of the barbershop facing McDaniel Street, looking northbound.
Is that the east side of the barbershop?
Yes.
Detective T, do you know any of the individuals in this photo?
No.
I agree with Lee when she say this case is unsolvable because a lot he could have got shot a lot of different ways.
And for the record, it's kind of just standing around.
Yes.
Detective T, is this prior to a shooting occurred at this location?
Yes.
Well, Slick, is that how
And for
you
the
stand
record, at
outside and get that
801.7, are
haircut?
people kind of just like congregating around the SUV, Detective T?
Yes.
Say it again.
I said, is that how people stand outside and wait on haircuts?
Nah. And then he said about 30 people. Ain't even enough cars out there unless everybody just walked up.
It's a parking lot
There's
on the
too many
side.
hoes.
Nah, if you see that parking lot, trust and believe, it ain't that many cars over there.
Because it's a restaurant in between, right?
At that time it was a
802.31, has any
store.
shots been fired yet?
No.
Okay. It's like they outside waiting on something to happen. I don't remember the times
That pause right there.
the shooting.
At 3.
Eight oh eight.
8:48. These two gentlemen in the bottom, this ring looks like a camouflage.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Do you know that is?
No.
Oh no, he did end up on the same
For the
side of
record,
Nutt.
at 8:40, then the 8:08:40. I'm sorry.
I thought he was one of the ones that fell on the other side.
8:08:41. The shooting.
But he did go towards the barbershop,
Yeah,
right?
but it on my monitor didn't show
The
the
front,
shooting.
yeah.
Did you monitor the call?
Yeah, it jumped to 808:44. So
Yeah, the one.
B, you know how to slow the speed down on the video? So if you go on YouTube under Where it say the wrench at, it's like it look like a wrench. It say settings. Go to playback speed, and then switch it to like um
80840.
Yes.
um drop it down to
For the
like
record, we're continuing from 808.
drop it down to like 70 like 0.5 when you watching the shooting so that you can see it. You see that wrench just right there, the little circle thing. Yeah, click the circle.
I don't
Look like
see it.
Oh,
right
you see
next.
my next to the CC?
Yeah, right next to the CC, like a wheel.
Yeah,
Right
right
here.
there.
Yeah, and then hit playback speed. Yeah, and then drop it to
And go
five.
to point set.
Drop it to 0.5, and then go
Okay.
back to the 808, and then play it and see what else you see, and make if you can make it bigger. Hit that the little square, the very last one.
Mm-hmm.
Hit that very last one. Where you right next to where the wheel was at, the very last one, it look like a open square.
Yeah.
Click click that and it's gonna blow it up.
Eight oh eight 40.
Yes.
For the record, we're continuing from 80844.
So do y'all think they didn't have another angle for this shooting besides just this right here?
They had other cameras.
So this is the only video that they showed us though.
But that's what's crazy because they said it was like 8 different other cameras. I think
And then you had the gas station that wasn't that far away either.
they said Slick the green still close by there.
But that's what I'm gonna ask B to do to pull up Google Maps. I'm gonna show y'all how close the green store is to the barbershop. Cause when Love started talking about what it was the other day when she said they got um tower location for Woody phone,
Yeah,
and they trying to say like he
Yeah.
wasn't in the area. But if you realize how close the green store is, they could be sharing the same tower and she don't even know it.
And then Mr. George, he didn't have cameras outside of his shop.
I doubt it. But when you get a chance though, look up 322 Glen Street and then 330 McDaniel Street and map and see how close it is.
And what was the three? Okay, I got 322 Glen Street to what?
330 McDaniel Street.
McDaniels.
Mm-hmm.
I'm finna pull up the 330 McDaniel Street. Can everybody see the map? It say is 0.8 miles and it's a 4-minute walk.
You see what I'm saying? Now, why would Woody put himself in the location or in the area, I should say? Why would he tell them that he was at the green store? At
It's
the
only
same
4 minutes away.
4 minutes, that's walking distance, right? Because it got to be, because it's what, 1.3 miles, right?
No, it's 0.8 miles.
Oh, even closer.
So, do you think Woody did it?
That's what I'm saying. It'd be a lot of evidence that he he's like, I'll give him 70% if I feel like it might be Woody, but then some days I just don't know. But
Honestly, I say 75% Woody didn't do it.
I mean, like I say, I just all the evidence points towards him because you got to think he put himself at the green store. Now, why didn't nobody go get footage from the green store? Made no sense.
True.
Why? Why would they? Then they say he went to the McDonald's. Now that's a lie. So no one else tried to go get footage from the McDonald's. They asked a worker, not the manager, a worker, for video. Like you didn't even try that hard.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. So you don't have footage from none of that. Your eyewitness, your original eyewitness that was at the bus stop, he was a lie because he was never there. So I don't know. It just
But then you got the people that was in not Mr. George barbershop, but the barbershop they showed footage in. They all had guns and everything.
no. I'm not saying that they wasn't shooting back. What I'm saying is the people that was in the car that did the drive-by shooting. I believe Woody was somewhere around.
But do you think
Now,
he actually
now,
did it?
now, why would he be so stupid enough to take a car that he knew he picked up from Hertz that was rented by Young Thug? I don't like that narrative. I don't like that they're trying to say like, oh, Young Thug rented the car and told him to go do this. Like that makes no sense. If you really wanted to go plan a hit like that, you would steal a car. You wouldn't go rent a car to go do a hit.
Right.
Allegedly. I'm not telling y'all nothing about experience.
I understand. But my question is too, when they had the Hertz experts up there, nobody said it was any kind of damage. How can you have a drive by and the car don't get damaged at all if people was returning friendly fire?
Exactly.
Allegedly.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't believe it was. That's what I'm saying. That part is what was confusing me because then I also started thinking maybe it was inside job because, like I said, my man in the white. Now this part might be true what he said because we seen it on video. Somebody had got a phone call and then everything went down.
My question is, if it was YSL, Woody, anybody like that, who would they be calling in the shop for something go down? And that's not friendly territory. So if the people in the shop is the people that hung out in the neighborhood and they got that phone call, would it be YSL, quote unquote, Woody, or would it be somebody backdooring Nut?
I mean, that's a good question. I mean, but you know, Woody cool with all them like that. They all in the same neighborhood.
Right. Because we seen Shannon Stillwell at the gas station right next to it. But again, if it was supposed to been beef, and Woody is more with YSL than he is with the If gang, allegedly, why would they have somebody on the inside calling unless it was an inside job?
I mean, I go with that theory because, like I say, I I can see it may be an inside job. I can because, like I said, the car didn't look like the same car from the gas station.
Nope.
Like because I want to say then back then, what were they Nissans? I think then Nissans and Infiniti both look what you call it the same.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? It could have been a Nissan, but they only got Infiniti because of who said something about the Infiniti? Woody. That's what he may have known something about it though because he had too much information that led to those guys' arrest.
True.
Like he knew something.
But then Woody's beef was really with Shell Kill and not Nut. Am I right?
No, you're right. I don't think that really had no beef with no. I mean, I think he had beef with other people that wasn't YSL. Like they just making it seem like only YSL and If Game was the only game that was over there.
And another question is, if it was for Nut, I don't believe that them bullets was for Nut. I still believe, and it's just it was either for Shell Kill or Greedy and not Nut. I believe Nut was a casualty of war.
No, he definitely was. It's just that being that you supposed to be this so-called fourth biggest blood in Georgia, why are you moving like that? Like just out in the open. Like he should have moved way smarter than what he did.
Yeah. And like Lee said, the white t-shirt witness, he called it a hit. He said after the phone call came, everything went kind of sideways. I just watched the video a lot, and it just to me, okay, yeah, I know Woody is an informant. Yeah, I know Woody is a rat. Yeah, I know Woody been telling a long time, but it just don't seem like to me he was the one that unalived Nutt.
Not me saying anybody could have done it.
Because everybody was strapped in that other shop. And then the same white t-shirt man was the same man that had that after they had the shooting and Red Jacket them had the guns. They went to the back. And the next thing you know, when the police pulled up, the man with the shopping cart walked right past the police. And I believe the guns was in that shopping cart. That's just my belief. That's just my point of view.
Why they didn't take all the guns though? Like who perfectly placed those guns on Nutt's seat?
But see, those hadn't been shot though.
They should have took all the guns. If you
Yeah.
gonna take if you gonna take the ones you were shooting back with, you should have took all of them.
But see, those are the ones that had the gun residue and they could tell they had just been shot. The ones that was in the seat, they hadn't been used,
So
allegedly.
so hold on. So okay, let's go back real quick. Do we believe that they shot back at that car?
I
Was there
believe so.
was there return fire?
Yeah. I believe so. Allegedly.
Okay, so if there was return fire, why haven't no one else brought it up but white T-shirt?
I don't know. That's a good question. I guess I guess it'd be so many crimes. They just said another one died and kept it moving. But now they're trying to make all this out of it. It's not fair to blame somebody for something that actually didn't happen when you didn't investigate to find out what really did happen. I
Uh,
guess we won't. And then to have all them charged for Nutt's murder is actually wrong because y'all never did the homework to find out who actually did it.
and that's what I'm saying. That's the same thing they did with DK and Narden. They don't have no video proof of who shot half a head, but because they came up to the store with the guns, you automatically assume it was them. Because I still think it was a setup because in that video you seen them long gone leave. How DK catch up with them?
Exactly.
So that's so APD man,
And they had
it's
guns too, though.
of course, but let the state tell it. There's no evidence of that.
But as we've been seeing through this whole trial, the state only put out what they want you to know, and what they don't know or don't want you to know, they just keep quiet about it and keep it moving. From the lyrics, from the emails, they just took from the text messages, from basically everything. They took snippets without whole conversations to try and get their point across.
See that would make Brian Steele so great because he would like he want to do rule of completion. He would like put it all in. Like don't just say this little part. Put it all in so you can understand the whole story. Cause like I say, come Monday gonna be real interesting. It's gonna be weird, real interesting on Monday.
When the juries get there,
Well, before they even get in there, what Woody gonna do?
well, see, he don't have to get there till 8:45.
Yeah, but I mean, what time? What time? Oh,
They
what time?
starting at 8 o'clock to work out some motions.
Oh, okay.
But my thing is, before they ask Woody anything, they need to poll a jury because I don't understand how anybody, unless they blind, crippled, and can't hear, have not heard about this. It's on the news, it's on the internet, it's on YouTube. You can't watch TikTok, you can't watch Instagram. It's probably on Snapchat, anywhere that you, even the newspapers. So how the jury can't be tainted?
So so what happens to the people that didn't follow the rules? Like anything happened to you?
If you pull up at a gas pump pumping gas, it might come up on the news.
No. I'm not saying that. No. What I'm saying is, like, I know they probably can't ask questions like, "Did you specific?" Like, I don't think they can say yes if you specifically went to go watch something and you was told not to. But I'm saying,
True.
like, if like I'm just saying, if something had happened and they did, do they go to jail or something? Like, I don't know what's the consequences behind it.
I don't know that either. I'm curious
Do
because it's
do
no
anybody know?
way, Todd, Kiki, Lee, do y'all know? Because it's no way it should be consequences because this is a nationwide case. I mean, you don't even have to go live. You could just be on YouTube and everybody that is talking.
Yeah.
Kiki, the question was, do you know what the consequences is if a juror say yes, they have seen part of the trial and they tainted? I don't know how that work either, but I can't wait for Monday, cause I swear Tuesday all last week was just horrible.
Shoot, Kiki, at this point, that's the best thing for them jurors,
That's true.
for them jurors.
And then
That's the
this
best
judge,
thing
she
for them.
works it in Glanville.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with her. Like at first, she come in, you thinking like, oh, okay, but then you start seeing, yeah, she really do work for the state. That's who signed her paycheck.
And she probably had a meeting with Glanville too.
Oh, her boss.
But I'm gonna be honest. We all on YouTube, Facebook, everywhere saying we hope they free. But then I look at Karen Reed case. They had the people that don't want her free and the people that do want her free. Everybody was protesting. But I have not seen not one protest or anything, a friendly one or whatever, for this case, as big as it is.
That lets you know how well, that's a good one because I mean, because no one's protesting on either side. So I feel like if somebody was outside protesting, but well, because everybody on YouTube. Like we are technically protesting on YouTube. You have
Okay,
your
but
you have your for and against. Now people are not actually going down to the courthouse and standing outside no more. But I don't I think they do that for the fair skinned people.
very true. But maybe that, I don't know. I was just thinking maybe that could help them. But to me, this case is more political than fair, and Fannie want to win at all costs.
No nurse, no man. See, look, y'all got me up. Never mind. Never mind. I was gonna say something. Let me stop.
I mean, we basically
Hold on.
done,
I know.
but I
Hold on.
mean, you know,
Hold on.
we
Hold
can
on.
have
Hold on.
fun.
Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on. My brother calling me. I'll be right back.
Anybody else want to come up?
Never mind. He ain't want that.
But I'm waiting on Monday. I'm praying because these young men, no matter right, wrong, and indifferent, they deserved a fair trial and they never got one. So if don't anybody have any more question comments, I appreciate everybody attending my first live. It
Oh
wasn't the
yeah.
best, but I learned a lot. I appreciate Simply Tot. Thank you so much for all your help. I really do appreciate you.
I ain't hear you because she
Thanks
sleep.
everybody. She doing her homework.
Man, that girl sleep.
She is not asleep.
I guarantee you, you in your line, right? Just let it roll. We just jump down. I guarantee you she'll still be on there.
She is not asleep. And as much help as she been to me, I'm not finna do that.
You lucky I can't get into it. I'll leave her up here.
I could drop her down or kinda.
Don't get me to lie. I don't
I
know,
think
but you know what? But you did inspire me. Now I want to get mine going, but I don't be having the time, man. But I like jumping onto y'all. I don't be having
I just
time.
wanted to I just wanted to try it on something I felt passionate about because after watching this trial, as long as the days we've been watching it, it was just so many questions I had about the shooting.
I think that
And
she's gonna be an unsolved murder for the rest of eternity, and to somebody really just say I did it.
you know nobody ain't gonna claim it.
Why is that so stupid? They be claiming stuff.
And what's the point? I mean, look at where you at right now. But for almost 3 years, they've been sitting in jail on a RICO, and I don't think that had anything to do with it. And if they took that one charge off of everybody, which is the RICO, which we ain't seen yet, then Thug would have been out, Little Rod would be out, and I don't know who else, but they will be gone. But that RICO is what's holding everybody.
Hmm. I
Have
just
you?
don't like how the RICO the state is able to put all these overt acts, pile them on, and make it seem like, oh yeah, look at this. Like I said, half these people, more than half these people, either already served their time or you let them out already.
Right.
So it should be some double jeopardy attached to this stuff.
And then the ones that did the real bad crimes, like unaliving people, they got plea deals and they out. I don't get this case. Like I said, I don't
Not Mel
know
asking
if
for a charge. We own you, Mel.
but I don't I this case, it's a lot of cases you watch. And then what was the one with the rush shooting? The judge seen that they didn't give Brady and they ended the case like that. But here
But
we got maybe
oh yeah, the Alec Baldwin.
yeah, here we got
But
maybe even the third Brady violation and nothing is gonna happen to him.
But look at it again too, though. What I just said earlier: fair skinned people, rules
Yeah.
apply differently for them. Listen, they want to make an example, really. Now, what example they trying to make? Because I don't. You here in Atlanta? What crime have they stopped?
None.
That's what I'm saying. Like just because them guys now they ain't you, then they might be a little scared to post. What? Nah, them idiots still post stuff online.
And they had killings every time you turn around. And
So
then
I
they
mean,
say Fulton County is safer since they've been away. I think it's got worse. I just don't get why they target them for this RICO. And then, like Brian Steele said, have the statute of limitations ran out yet? This is 2015 you're talking about. 7 years would be 22. So why are you doing this? I guess we'll never know. So do you think the jury is going to be tainted, or would he going to plead the fifth? That's our final thoughts.
I believe the jury is already tainted. Because you remember that one girl that asked about her doctor's appointment. You heard
Yeah.
how ghetto she was.
Yeah.
She most definitely seen this case. If ain't nobody else seen it, I believe she did. You know what I'm saying? Old Googly and Twister and let me stop.
And the writer.
Twirling just twirling again. Like no, let me leave that alone.
I got it in the right. You got the writer and who else? But even the one that was at the courthouse the other day, she could have been there on personal business, but you never know. Oh, that's right. We forgot
That
about
right, that
Zesty.
right. Yeah, zesty. Gonna call somebody that you now what if one of them jurors see that and they be like, who you calling zesty?
Oh my God. But I can't wait till Monday. I will be glued to the TV. I will have my phone, the TV, and the laptop on. Oh
Y'all
yeah,
gonna have y'all gonna have to
SpongeBob.
y'all gonna have to give me the recap because I'll be at work per usual. Per usual. Ain't that
Yeah,
right,
we can't
Kiki?
forget about. Oh, nurse remember them all. Tranny. So it's gonna be interesting, and I
Some
hope they poll the jury before they even talk to Woody.
somebody been out there in the bushes a lot of days out there know all these names. Shoot, since I've been shadow banned, I don't know what's going on.
See, if you don't go in there making a whole bunch of comments, you can stay in the bushes.
I can't help myself. I'm blocked
It's
everywhere.
hard.
I ain't even know I was blocked on Big Jeff podcast.
Are you?
Man, that low budget, whatever he got going on, I'm blocked over there too.
Man, it took almost an hour. What was it yesterday for the podcast to start? And then he want to talk about love and relationships. You had us waiting for that. How you get blocked on Jeff?
Probably said something to that girl that was talking. We were because I was on her head because we were like we couldn't hear her. She just talking. You remember that one live she was just talking, and then at the end they end up playing a rerun like it was live.
Yeah.
I said, wait a minute, wait. First of all, they had the mic issue messed up. Then you gonna hit us across the head and play us a rerun. I said, hey, this the most shadiest bull crap. I don't know what bro got going on. Like I said, I don't. At this point, bro, your son fighting for his life, man. You need to sit back and just chill, dog.
Right. And I don't even understand the reason for the podcast. I don't understand the podcast. And somebody might say the same thing about me or the content, but I don't know. So what do you think about Woody and Charleston White?
I ain't watching. I don't be on social media like that to see what's going on. Like I say, I will say something about somebody had said something about why Woody would Charleston White. Charleston White is an opportunist. So he see all this clout that Woody getting because Charleston White buzz really was dying. So now he see an
Mm-hmm.
opportunity to latch on to Woody. You know what I'm saying? Because even though Woody told, but Woody is everything that Charleston White is against. So you can't just be like, oh yeah, he told, so we cool. But then on the other hand, you go at King Von and all them boys because they were killers and stuff, and this is Woody. So it doesn't make any sense why, like I said, well, it do make sense, but it don't make sense.
Nope. Well, everybody let me know when we watching it at on Monday, and I will be there. I'm hoping that be the last day.
No, I think this judge, I think she's on her own personal mission. Because if she can right the wrong, which is already it's already too late to be honest with you. It whatever happened, go all the way to the end, go to the jury, whatever. It's gonna get overturned. It was too much. It was too much wrong. Too much going on. It's gonna get overturned. But we don't want that. But I believe this judge here is gonna try to either put faith back into Fulton County court system, which you can't. But I think she's not going. She had too many opportunities to go ahead and declare a mistrial. I don't see her doing it now. If she's finna bring, unless she's gonna drop a bombshell on Monday and be like, blah blah blah, just so she can have a jury back and say,
Hello? Slick, I think you muted yourself.
I muted myself.
Yeah.
Oh,
You was
you know
talking
what?
about the jury?
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. Either the judge she's just bringing the jury back on Monday to drop a bombshell, but if she's just bringing them back for her to keep going with the case, I think she's just gonna keep going until Love continues to mess up, cause she's gonna do it. Love, she's gonna keep messing up, cause they have no case. Their whole case is built. Their whole case is built on hearsay, no real
Right.
proof. Like she killed me automatically when you bring up DJ Academics as your proof of the beef between Lil Wayne and Young Thug. This is a blogger's opinion.
Just like we got an opinion today.
So for anybody out there who believes that the state is making their case and all this other stuff, you're gonna have to prove it to me because I don't see it. And not just because I say, oh, I rock with Young Thug, you know what I'm saying, I rock with them boys or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It could have been anybody. You just looking at it, just looking at the case. Period. They haven't. They keep telling you that they don't have no case because they keep bringing stuff up when it happens.
It's weird. Hopefully, she will poll the jurors before she asks Woody, is he gonna plead the fifth or testify?
Hopefully he plead the fifth and just go ahead and just sit down. You know what I'm saying? But if he do talk, then he got to know the consequences. It ain't the state that gonna get him. The defense knows some stuff that the state don't know about him yet. That's why they always be looking like. That's why their ears was perked up when they was like, "Oh, is he gonna plead the fifth?" Because see, like I said, Melnick, it's the Melnick play that's throwing me off. Because he originally said he was not gonna testify, he was not gonna be Woody's lawyer if he knew he was gonna go up there and lie.
Right.
So for him to be like, "Yeah, I'm his lawyer again," I don't know what the play is with that.
Mel said she got to poll him first. And Lee said the feds are gonna be waiting at the door. I don't think the feds will pick this case up.
I don't think not the case. I think the Fed's picking up Woody again. If he actually
But
if he
yeah,
actually was in if he was actually in Fed jail, because I don't know, when we was on live with Jiggy, I'm with Jiggy almost. I don't think he was ever in Fed. I think they had that boy hired somewhere else.
I think they had him in a hotel. Just like I don't believe he went to jail when they had him for that weekend either. I think they put him in a hotel. I don't know. It's just I see the state is just dirty. That's a good opinion. Mel said Melnick finally helping Woody because he could finally pay him. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this live. I appreciate everybody. It was hard. It was rough start, but it seemed like it got a little bit better. And maybe my next one will be better than this one.
All you can do is grow. You know what I mean? Rome wasn't built
Yeah.
in a day.
Nah. I guess everybody started off a little shaky.
Everybody got to start somewhere. Like I say, what will make this live even more epic? Leaving Tasha up here asleep by herself.
No. As much see, you don't understand. It's a sisterhood. And there's no way that I could leave her up here by herself. What I'm gonna do is drop her down. That way she won't be on here. But if she's doing her homework or dealing with home, you gotta understand that too, Slick. Just like when you be MIA.
Well, Kiki know what I be doing, so that's why I be MIA.
But again, thank y'all for tuning in. And until next time, I hope you enjoyed your time with Breaking It Down with B. And my co-host Slick and Simply Time.
Peace.
Peace.